deal, viral gang? What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal to the social media streets? What's the deal, black people? And what's the deal to all the viral gang supporters, whether you're black, you're white, you're Asian, Hispanic, Samoan, I don't care what you is. If you support the Viral Way, you an official Viral Way member, you feel me? But I had to call this emergency live, and I'm saying this an emergency live because the YouTube streets is in an uproar, right? You're hearing all these talks of a race war, race war, race war, and at the center of it, somehow the Viral Way name is being used by the Hispanics as if I'm the one who's kicked it off. So we gonna dispel all this bullshit. We gonna address these microaggressions. We're going to address these passive aggressive threats that I keep hearing. And we're going to get to the facts. We're going to get all the way down to the facts. Now, go check out episode 223 that we just dropped. A banger, another classic for the culture. Make sure y'all tap in and go support that. Like the video, hype the video. But before I get into the spill, I'm going to give the people some time to fall into the building, you know? Let's give the people some time to tap in with the tap in, and we're gonna get right into it. Where the media at? Where the media at? Oh, okay. Let me get the theme song cracking. We on.
Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about.
Now, before I start, let me give a big shout out and a big salute to Damian Porter. Salute to Bobby Ye. Salute to Red Supreme. Salute to Keep It a Benji. Salute to every single black creator who did a reaction video and stood on business and stood behind the movement. Because when you stand in behind the movement, you're not necessarily just standing behind me, even though I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support, but you standing behind the truth because I'm not up here telling no lies. So this is bigger than me. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is bigger than the Viral Way. This is our culture. This is our people. This is the truth. This is the facts. And that's all I'm about. That's why I can stand confidently and firmly 10 toes down on everything I say in front of this camera because I'm not telling no lies. I'm not speaking with malicious intent. I don't have no ill type of mission I'm trying to bring out to the YouTube streets and start a gang war for no reason just because I woke up and said, oh man, F the Mexicans. No, let's get down to the facts of what happened. Your people said something racist about my people numerous amounts of time. And not just any people, your people who appropriate our culture. That's where the issue stems from. Period, point blank. Y'all keep trying to go around the block to cross the street. Y'all keep trying to blur the lines. Oh, yeah, you know, it's racist everywhere. Everybody with a platform can say what they want. Yes, that is true. The problem is when you try to appropriate our culture, try to take ownership of our culture while being racist towards us. That's a no-no. That's where the whole problem is coming in at. I don't know Lucky from Hood Stocks. I don't give a fuck to know Lucky from Hood Stocks. I don't give a fuck about Lucky from Hood Stocks. I don't give a fuck about his podcast. I don't give a fuck about his video or nothing to do with him. Don't care. The man could disappear off the face of the earth right now. Wouldn't give a fuck. Wouldn't lose sleep. The only reason I chose to speak on it, I said, damn, they seem very upset that Blueface cracked that Hispanic chick to the point where they brought Blueface's name up on a podcast. Blueface is a rapper. So now you're trying to get clicks and views off of rap culture, which is our culture, period, point blank. So now you clout chasing off of us for views. Cool, get your clout chase on. But we not going to tolerate the racist disrespect while you clout chasing. And I just seen another Hispanic do a reaction video to the live that I had with this Marvelous cat, right? Mind you, I don't know who the Marvelous is. I just found out he's the guy who went to No Jumper to explain why he got a 16-year-old pregnant as a grown-ass man and pretended like he didn't know she was 16. And I don't know if they going for that, but that's a whole nother story. Had I known that, I would have never even pulled him up. But I'm glad I did anyways, because what he did was reveal what a lot of them try to hide once his emotions kicked in, right? So I'm going to go replay some of that live too to get some of y'all up to speed. But I got a bunch of the Southsiders, a bunch of the Hispanics hitting me up. Oh, he don't represent us. He don't speak for us. He's a chomo. He's no good. He's green lit. His hood is green. Like all of this Hispanic politics that I don't have no knowledge of. I'm black, homie. I'm from Long Beach. I don't give a fuck about y'all politics or what y'all got going on. Like, oh, why did you bring him up? He no good. Y'all need to tap in with y'all people and figure out why he felt bold enough to get brought up. I didn't request him to come up. I didn't go do a background check on him. He pulled up on his own. So if y'all had an issue with him speaking for y'all people, y'all need to take that smoke that you attempting to bring to me and bring to him, because he said he was speaking for y'all. So if he's not a Southsider, y'all need to go address that with him, because he sure was talking like he was one. I didn't ask him to say nothing that he said, but we finna bring this up though, bro. Let me bring this video up, right? Because dude started like he was on some peaceful shit. He started like he was on some trying to understand where we was coming from shit. And then bam, those politics kicked in. See, if you're not good at reading the room, if you're not good at reading energies, if you're not good at reading body language and reading between the lines, what he said in this video I'm about to play, it'll probably go over your head. But I caught every single thing, just like I caught every single thing that dude said on my live. Mind you, they're trying to spin this whole thing as if I started it. So before I start the video, please understand that a Hispanic man, part Hispanic, whatever, y'all want to say he Russian, he this, he that, he wasn't that a week prior. I just know he from a Hispanic gang. They say he from out of East LA. That's 99.9% Hispanic. And he represent Hispanic culture, period, point blank. So to me, he Hispanic. So all that trying to divide and, oh, he Russian this, that, I'm not going for that. He said something racist. I responded. My response lit a fire under my community that, in my opinion, should have been lit a decade ago. But no time like the present. No time like the present. So I'm glad that we getting these responses that we getting. But yeah, let me play this video. I'm gonna share the video because this shit was comical and it was crazy. It's like they don't understand. It's a new day. Like, it's 2025 going into 2026, bro. It's not 1980 and we're not in prison. Them days is long gone. Them days is over with, bro. Trying to run under those politics is over. Those are failed politics. This is why the communities are failing now, because you spent too much time listening to motherfuckers behind the wall that don't got shit going on and dictating what's going on in the free world. That's the motherfucking problem. We need to get the productive members from each society, and we need to come up with a solution. Taking orders from a motherfucker behind the wall, that's not never finna happen. Not for me, at least. But yeah, let me go add this video. And they keep moving shit around on here. Oh, here it is. So boom. Let's walk it down. Hold on. Before I do that, let me fix the screen. We're gonna walk this down, reply by reply. Like I said, you gotta catch the microaggressions. You gotta listen to the language that's being used. If you could read body language, you're gonna hear everything that I'm saying. You're gonna start catching that. Okay, here we go. Hit the like button when you're in here too. Hit the like button, hit the hype button, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. We finna talk.
Once again, before I even start, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, all of you who support the channel, all of you who hit those likes and hype buttons. Thank you very much. You've done a great deal by doing so to show your support. I really appreciate it very, very much. Okay, so this video is in regards to what's been going on with the comment Lucky made on his podcast. Okay, well, it's gotten a little bigger now. Now they're talking.
Good looking to RJ for the donation. Said I stood the tallest for the community. Somebody got to do it, man. Each one teach one, each one reach one. Let's build this thing up like Voltron. But yeah, let's get into what he's saying, bro. Good looking for the donation and the support. God.
About what Loca said about her being nothing but Penal Code 13, meaning she don't mess with black men. I don't see a problem with that. She doesn't like black men. Some men don't like black men don't like Mexican women. You know, it's understandable. You know, some men don't like black women. That's just the way of the world. You can't get butthurt over something like that, okay? Now, what Lucky said...
Now, let's stop there. Automatically, he's coming into the conversation with being disingenuous. Either he playing crazy, or he just don't understand what my conversation was about. Nobody from this side cared about her personal preference. Nobody was offended that she don't like black men. Nobody. Even though I don't believe it because the way she hesitated, and I could look up the statistics of the most desired man on the planet by all races is black men. Even though I personally think when you get to the bottom of racism or what it really started over, it's everybody's women desiring black men, right? They're in love with the BBC, the myth of the BBC, and other men from other races feeling inadequate compared to that. That's where I think it stems from. Nevertheless, whether that's true or not, nobody cared about her saying that at all. She has a right to like whoever she likes. Nobody cared. That wasn't the issue. So let me throw that out there. You can scratch that off the list. That was not the issue. Nobody cared.
Sex. I said it.
These motherfucking ads. All right, let me skip this ad. The only keynote I brought up by her saying she won't date a black man is she said it's against the Penal Code 13. She said it's against the rules of the gang she's from. So she letting you know wherever she's from, that neighborhood is anti-black, and that is the reason she can't date black men. She didn't necessarily say she's not attracted to black men. She said it's against the rules, the penal code, as if she will be held up in the court of law if she dates a black man. So I did not give a flying fuck about her liking black men. You know how many Latinas love black men? Are you crazy? You know how many Latinas I done personally been with in crack? This how I start finding out all the inner details about how granny and mommy and pops and uncle was engraving this anti-black rhetoric in their head. Saying when I grew up, my mama told me I can't date a black man. My daddy told me, my granny, my auntie. That's how I started learning all that shit, by talking to Hispanic women and them telling me this. Oh, you can't come to my house. You can't meet my dad. You can't meet my uncle. But let's keep it going though.
I said in my previous video, I think it was out of line. It shouldn't have been said, even if it was together, okay? A lot of things are said on social media by the black podcasters, like I said in my last video. Okay, but nobody seems to hear nothing about that. And I tagged Viral Way and Damian Porter on both these subjects. Now,
Okay, I don't know what he tagged me in, but let me clarify once again. This is not about any random races. We know races exist. We know people have the right, if they want to be racist, to be racist. What I have an issue with is people being racist towards us while appropriating our culture. That would be like us doing mariachi, making Mexican food, and saying F Mexicans. That wouldn't make any sense. That would be like black people doing mariachi music, wearing sombreros, making tacos, burritos, learning Spanish, and then saying, man, F Mexicans, and calling y'all derogatory names while appropriating your culture. That wouldn't make any sense, would it? So that's where the issue comes in at. Y'all want to dress like us, talk like us, walk like us, do our music. Y'all fans of our athletes. Y'all fans of the culture in general, and I'm speaking about the racist ones. Not every single Hispanic is racist. So don't say not all of us, and I'm not talking about all of y'all. We're only talking about a specific group. That group is who I have an issue with. Because if you hate us that much, stop appropriating our culture. Go do mariachi music. Go do whatever your culture invented, and then hate us from your culture. The problem is you don't want to do that. You don't even want to be a part of your own culture. You want to take over ours and kick us out. No, that's out. And if any of y'all think that we don't got the right to speak up about that, you done lost your motherfucking mind. And you need to go somewhere and find it. But let's keep it going.
I don't know what possessed Marvelous from going on to Viral Way and giving them the impression that he was speaking for the Sur or for the barrios or whatever. And I think that's the impression Viral Way and Damian Porter both took away from that exchange that he had with them on one of Viral Way's podcasts. Now, look, a lot of what he said was true. He explained to Damian Porter and to Viral Way that they don't want to start something big over this issue. Okay? And I agree, because for one thing, it's a...
Let's pause that there. Don't try to soften what he said. That's not what he said. He said, y'all don't want a war, homie. Y'all need to calm down because y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want a war because a lot of y'all youngins gonna get hurt. Yo, you gonna get a lot of young people hurt. That's what he said. He sent a direct threat telling me, calm down on defending your people or that's going to start a war. Now let's break down what that even means and how he even came to that conclusion. One, I was calm the entire conversation. Y'all go play it back. I'm going to play it. I was calm the entire conversation, even at the disrespectful things he said. I could have been, oh, nigga, what the fuck? You got me fucked up. We can go to war, nigga. Oh, insane crip, nigga. Whoa, whoa. Why? We on the internet. Let's talk like men. He couldn't take the facts, and he got emotional, and he did the tactic that they're used to doing on their own people. Hey, homie, calm down or else. Because when that word come down from the top, you know what's going to happen. Problem is, we don't run by your politics, bro, and we don't fear you. I don't give a what the numbers are. We've been at war with the world since our inception. You think we scared of you, bro? I'm from Long Beach, California. Go do your research. We've been at war with SA since I've been alive. Before I jumped off the porch, I was thrown into it as a civilian, as a kid, against grown men. You think I'm scared of an internet threat? Like, come on, bro. Y'all crazy. And nothing I said had anything to do with violence. Everything that I said only had to do with the conversation. The only thing I stated was what was said in the conversation. Let's get that understood. I never made a threat. I never dissed his hood. I never even dissed Mexicans. I only stayed on topic to what Lucky said and what Marvelous was saying. Marvelous threw the threat out there of you don't want a war. He brought the conversation about violence into it. So let's get that understood, bro. Don't try to act like this was coming from both ways, because it was not.
Black and brown issue. You have a lot of black men on social media that talk down on Mexicans. You know, I even heard Viral Wade do it. You know, Damien.
Okay, pause that. Another lie. You ain't never in your motherfucking life heard me talk down on Mexicans at all, ever. What y'all do, y'all gaslight. Y'all gaslight, and that don't work with me. The only time you ever heard me speak up on a Mexican unprovoked, one was if I was giving y'all props for the structure, for how close y'all families be, for how y'all help each other in business and get jobs, and say, damn, the blacks, we could take a page out of their book with that. And even bigging your women up for being in the gym. As a matter of fact, I took slack from my own community when a black woman went viral on Twitter speaking about a Mexican woman and her body and said something about Mexican bodies or whatever. And I jumped in to check the black woman and go, hey, you need to chill out, because I'm in the gym every day. And all I see is Hispanic women in there. I'm trying to get the black women in there. I took flack for that. So for you to sit here and lie through your motherfucking mustache and say you even heard me do it. No, what you heard me say was a counter to any disrespect that came from your people that's appropriated my people culture. Yes, there's racists on the internet, from the white people, Indians, every race has been spewing racist rhetoric at some point on the internet. The difference is they're not appropriating our culture. So it's just noise. I don't care. The problem is when y'all appropriate our culture and y'all making money off our culture while being racist. That's the issue. I'm going to keep saying it because y'all keep pretending like y'all don't understand that.
Porter, he understands certain things, but he gets pumped up when it's brought out a certain way. Okay? He's like me. He don't like that N-word. You know, he doesn't say it. I don't blame him. It's a derogatory term. It shouldn't even be used, especially by Mexicans, but not even the blacks. You know, so I could get with him on that. And he agrees, Damian Porter, that this was a comment made by one person, not a group of people. Now, because a group of people don't do what you want, Viral Way, and get up and, do something to Lucky about this, that would never happen. For one, you took the wrong approach.
One, let me clarify. I know black women are in the gym. Y'all don't got to tell me. Black woman, the most beautiful woman on the planet. We the original man, the original woman. Shout out to my black women. I just want to see more of us when I'm in there. I want to see more of us take our health more seriously. So that's the end of that. Now, to him, what do you mean I took the wrong approach? No, I took the approach that worked, that got us talking right now, that got our communities talking right now. That's the approach that I took. And I didn't tell y'all to go do nothing to Lucky. The group that I was speaking to was the group who claim they're black and brown and they have a platform and have utilized our platforms to boost their success and to become successful in our culture. That's who I was speaking to. I don't care about some random Southsider. Like, I'm a tell them, hey, homie, you need to go talk to this podcaster that says something about black people. No, I was really talking to your podcasters who jump on our podcasts. And I was talking about your rappers who get features from our rappers, who jump on our podcast to promote their music, who get to go on tour dates with our rappers to boost their sales and their image. That's who I was speaking to. The ones who are a part of our culture and appropriate it and have a platform, but every time something like this happens, they're gone, they're ghost. When it's time to benefit, they're the first ones at the door knocking. When it's time to be black, for real, they're gone. When it's time to imitate blacks, oh yeah, they there to make the money, but they don't want to use their voice when their people was doing wrong, and they supposed to be a part of this. That's who I was speaking to, bro. So get that understood.
If it was that serious, and I would never recommend you doing this, maybe someone like Damian Porter, who's done years and years of time, he knows who to get to. He knows.
Oh, and another side note. All I did was suggest that they do this. I never said they had to do nothing. I even said in the video, or you don't have to do anything, but just know you won't be welcomed over here, or you should not be, because it's always a house Negro to go against the grain. But see, this is why I'm here utilizing my voice to get us on code, right? To get us all on one accord. How the Jewish be doing, where they don't ask no questions. One of their people got a problem with somebody, they all close their door to that person and cut the water off. That's where I'm trying to get the blacks. I'm trying to get the blacks there. You know what I'm saying? It's a work in progress, though. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but it's gonna happen. Period, point blank. So that's all I was saying. Like, hey, man, y'all, we welcome y'all with open arms. Y'all not gonna go holler at y'all folks? Cause y'all go by prison rules, right? In the prison, when one of your folks do something and one of our folks is offended, we come to y'all with respect instead of just crashing them and causing a race riot. We go, hey, homie, your people, he woo woo. Okay, homie, we'll handle it. And then y'all go politic and y'all handle that. Vice versa. A black do something, y'all come to the black reps and we handle that. That's how you keep the respect, right? So that's what I was doing. Going, hey, bro, like, I know y'all see and hear this. Like, y'all don't want to, nobody said nothing.
Who to talk to about these people. These people in the street, we're just gang members. We're nobody, you know, and pretty much a lot of what we do. You know, there's certain rules that we follow, but
you get hurt in a car accident and they give you a check that wouldn't cover my shoe shine.
You're going to get me hit with the copyright with all these damn ads.
He's following suit. You guys have too many black podcasters also opening the door for this type of comments and these type of activities. That's my opinion. You know
what? I'm going to agree with you there for a different reason. Not because we're jumping on podcasts just being racist towards Hispanics. That don't happen. Y'all keep trying to run this false narrative that black just get up on a podcast and start dissing Mexicans. That don't happen, bro. We don't think about y'all. We don't think about y'all. We don't talk about y'all. That don't happen. Blacks are not historically racist at all in no time period, even though we probably should be, because we have been done wrong by every race, even the races that we helped, because y'all race is a part of the race that we helped. Half of y'all race come from our race, but we'll talk about that in another live. Let's talk about that. Why y'all even saying brown pride? Who the only ones on the planet with really brown skin for real? Where you think that come from? But we could talk about that in another live. But I do think a lot of us open the door by being too welcoming. We've been too welcoming. Too many of us trying to kumbaya and get the fan base and be accepted by the majority on the West Coast instead of realizing the world is bigger than the West Coast. There's more blacks in the world than Hispanics. If you think outside the box, once you eliminate Cali, go outside of California, there's more black people in the world. So why are you going against your own people, your own race, and tolerating disrespect for this small, large region? That's California. Okay, if the California Hispanics don't support you, guess what? We got a world full of blacks. We got a world full of whites that love our culture. We got a world full of Asians that love our culture. They doing, they got Crips in motherfucking Japan. Lowriders, bro, they're getting black hair transplants over there in Japan and Thailand. The whole world loves our culture. So it's no way we should have to bend over backwards to appease a couple Hispanics that don't like us just for the sake of having a fan. Nah, it's not happening, bro. So I do agree. We open that door, meaning the blacks, by being too welcoming. They see the disrespect. Oh, that's just them. You know how it be. Nah, I don't know how it be. Actually, I do. That's why I'm zero tolerance.
Yours, and that's okay. This is not a racial thing between two races. This is between certain individuals that feel blown out of the water behind this and one person that made a comment. Well, of course, if you go to hurt this man, it's going to involve more people. Okay?
Why do you keep slipping in hurt this man? Not one time did I mention violence. You know your people mentioned violence first. Your people mentioned the war first. So now you're trying to do damage control by virtue signaling that I somehow said something about going to hurt Lucky. I didn't even mention it. I said, listen, if that's how they want to speak, y'all need to stop fucking with them. Don't do no songs. Don't do no podcasts. Don't do no features. Don't do no drops. Don't do nothing. Leave them on their own island and let their people support them. That's what I said. So where's all of this? Oh, if you're going to go hurt them, come on, bro, stop it. I know what you're trying to do. Stop it. Smarter than that.
Why? Because if something happens, you probably didn't go through the right channels. You know, if somebody says that shouldn't be happening and something needs to take place, then something will take place. Otherwise, you know, there's nothing going to happen.
And that's exactly what I said to Marvelous. Ain't that what I said the whole time? I said, hey, bro, I'm just putting out a call to your people because I know they're going to hear it. And I know that's going to go through the channels. And then I'm going to let y'all deal with y'all people. But y'all should deal with y'all people because they got y'all out here looking crazy. And y'all want to fuck with us. Y'all youngins want to fuck with us. Whether the older ones that stuck in their ways or they stuck doing life in misery love company, so they want to be bitter and they want everybody to feel that misery with them, so they spew the hatred to y'all and brainwash y'all, and y'all go for that. That's your culture, bro. What I'm saying to the ones that want to free themselves from that, man, y'all should speak out because it's more of y'all than them. Stop letting fear rule you. We know y'all want to fuck with us behind the scenes, bro. We all got homies from over there that's like, man, look, I really fuck with y'all, but man, if the order come, I can't do nothing about it, man. We know. Come on, bro. How you think we know these details? So all of that go through the proper channel shit. Even them days is over, bro. Going through those channels got us where we at right now, at odds for no fucking reason. This racist bullshit we still talking about in 2025. Like, come on, bro. We're not doing that.
So save all that. What this knucklehead Marvelous was trying to tell you, and yes, it's true, the things you hear about him, you read about him, he had no business going up there and talking for the Sur or any other gang. He's not a gang member, okay? He's not wanted by them nor us. He's an outcast, okay? Now look, before he walked off and pulled the stuff and give stupid examples, he said the worst thing you can do is start some kind of beef, some type of war, because
that's not what he said. Stop trying to soften the blow. He made a direct threat and said, you don't want that, homie. I don't want what? You don't want that war, homie. Because you finna start a war. And you gonna get a lot of young people hurt. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm gonna start a war by saying, hey, did y'all hear this racist shit that this Hispanic said about us? If they don't go deal with him and fix that to keep this so-called black and brown invisible bridge that I never seen it alive, let's stop fucking with them. Because it's clear that they hate us and got some type of hate for us. We all know what's going on. Let's build this black shit over here because we got our own problems. Y'all steady trying to build these bridges with communities over here, and we got our own problems in our own backyard. That's going to start a war? Huh? Make that make sense, bro. Mind you, these are the same people telling me I'm being too sensitive. What he said is a joke. They heard it on a movie. It's just words. Why are you tripping? So by that very same logic, why are you tripping that I'm saying what I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying is just words, right? According to your logic. But by your logic, me saying something that you don't like is enough to start a war and get young people hurt. But what y'all saying about us, we should just brush it off. Nah, it don't work that way, bro.
Because a lot of young people are gonna get hurt. But Damian Porter, you're about staying out of prison, being free, people, right? Well, how can you incite or be part of Viral Ways and Gumby's constant yapping about this deal? You know?
Yes. We're constantly yapping about this deal because this deal is constantly being brought up by your people. You know, it's two sides to a coin, right? It's two sides. In order for me and Gumby to be yapping about this deal, there has to be a deal to yap about. That means your people keep saying the same things over and over and over. And nobody's saying nothing about it from your community, but y'all constantly claiming you got love for our community. That don't look like love to me. If my brother is saying something disrespectful about a so-called ally, I'm supposed to check my brother. I'm supposed to check my homie and go, hey, homie, what the fuck is wrong with you? You got a right to feel however you feel. I can't control your feelings. But displaying that on a public platform when these people are supposed to be our allies, that's a no-go. So what are you talking about? Oh, they're constantly yapping. Yeah, your people constantly saying racist shit. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with it. Y'all just don't want us to bring it up because now the rest of the world is starting to pay attention. That's the problem. The rest of the world is starting to pay attention, and it's getting hot in that kitchen. And they want to dim that light. They want to put that fire out because it's sparking something in black people around the world right now. This ain't just on the internet, bro. It's people calling in from Philly, from Baltimore, from New York, from out the country. Y'all just keep thinking it's just little bitty Cali, bro. Black people is fed up.
When you yourself said, my people are guilty of this too. Yes, they are. And my people are guilty of it too, Damien. But the way Viral is going about it and Gumby, like they're making it like a an issue for war or
again, trying to shift the blame. How the fuck is Viral Way making this an issue of war when your people got on my live uninvited and told me you don't want that war, homie? You don't want to do that. The word war never came out of my mouth until he said it. So why are you up here using your platform disingenuously? This is why we don't trust y'all. And you an elder, you older than I am. So for me to be telling you this is a damn shame. This is why wisdom don't come with age. Just because you old don't mean you wise. He's using his platform at the age he is to lie to the public and his people. Knowing damn well your people got up here and said something about war.
Like something's going to happen like that. And that's the wrong approach to take. This is social media.
If you get stuck on the melody or if you just feel like you can't get a song.
Bro. if that was the wrong approach to take, why are you not telling that to Lucky? I mean, excuse me, not Lucky. Why are you not telling that to Marvelous, who took that approach? That wasn't my approach. Your people, Marvelous, came on here, told me blacks don't want a war with Hispanics. So if that was the wrong approach, why are you not addressing your comments to Lucky? Why are you trying to insinuate I said that? boy, the mind games these people play.
What they want. If somebody's really racist, they could come on and do a racial rant. There's people talking racist all through the internet. Okay? Now, whatever Lucky's a part of, whether he is or he isn't, because I don't know for a fact that he is, but if he's a part of that, I don't think that anybody's going to talk to him unless they're told, hey, go talk to old boy, let him know this, that, and the other, because it's causing problems here and there, you know. But you talking to some cat that none of us talk to or have anything to do with for obvious reasons, you know, and trying to come to a conclusion in your mind and spit that shit out to the public, it's all bad, you know.
What is he
Even though what he said was true. If you start something, there's going to be lives lost.
Okay, now here goes where the threats start. Pay attention. Oh, yeah, what he said is true. What did he say? What he said was blacks don't want this war. You're going to get a lot of young people hurt. And by young people, we talking about young black people. So you said all that. And then now you saying, oh, yeah, but what he said is true. Y'all got to pay attention. This is where the passive aggressive shit start.
Gangs are going to get involved.
Gangs are going to get involved. Who say anything about a gang? Who say anything about it? Notice all the gang talk only came from their side. All the gang talk only came from their side. Shout out to None of Your Biz for the donation. You said Lush from No Jumper had a t-shirt saying Marvelous a Chomo. I don't know if we should talk about him. Yeah, they whole community telling me he's a Chomo, which is crazy because he's up here defending the Chomo right now.
Going to be bad. We don't.
Okay. From the initial conversation with Lucky, he asked her, are you attracted to black men? She brought gangs into it and said, this is against the rules. When Marvelous jumped on my live, he brought gangs into it and said, you don't want a war, homie. Where's the gang talk coming from? Because not one time did I mention Crip, Blood, Damu, GD, BD. I didn't mention not one black gang in this conversation. The fuck is we talking about? Only thing I said was black people, our race. That's it.
Want that. You guys don't want that unless you just don't care. But that's what my podcast is always about, trying to bring down the gang activity and to save these youngsters from throwing their lives away. You know? So, like, I don't know how offended you are or you know, you could try calling out, dude. I haven't heard nobody try calling out the dude. Maybe he'll.
First of all, somebody did call out the dude. Spody Face called him out like a man and said, hey, let's get in the ring. We can even get paid. This don't have to be no gang war. You represent for the Hispanics. I'm gonna represent for the blacks. And me and you, man to man, mano y mano, we gonna go get it in. Since you hate blacks that much, I'm gonna give you action at knocking a black out, doing whatever you want to do to a black. We sign the waivers, we both get paid, we go in there and get it off our chest. You hate me anyway, right? It's a win-win. You get paid and you get to beat the fuck out of me or try to. So you don't even know what's going on. You're not even in the loop. But you speaking on it. Shout out to Curly Head for the donation. You said, huh? What is he talking about? Did they give him his pill and jello for the evening? That's what I want to know. And these are the elders. So you can imagine what type of knowledge he's passing down to the next generation. Because what the fuck is he talking about right now?
he'll accept. Maybe he won't. That's up to him. You know, it's his choice. But nevertheless, you know, the only reason I'm making this video is because you allowed somebody onto your panel that doesn't speak for anybody, okay, but himself, you know. And I'm not saying that
I allowed any one of y'all on my panel. You could have came up on the panel. You can come up on the panel right now. One of the Hispanics that's in the comments calling me all type of racist names right now can send you this link and you can come up on the live. Any one of them can come up on the live. I'm gonna put the link in the comment. I do it every live. I put the link in there for anybody to come up because this is open dialogue over here. We don't run from the dialogue. We encourage it. Even if I disagree with you, I'm here for the conversation. Conversation rules the nation. That's how it works on this platform. I don't know about your platform.
he doesn't have the right to. He has the right to his own thoughts, his own beliefs. Like some of them he shared with you that you don't agree with. You know, some of them that he talks about I don't agree with. You know, most of them. And it is what it is. You know, he believes what he believes. You believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. And what I believe is that you guys got to just calm down and leave this alone unless you really want to pursue it further. And
okay, see, right there. Did you catch it? Did you catch that right there? Passive aggressive threats. What you guys got to do, meaning you black people, you guys got to calm down. What he means by calm down is go back to taking our disrespect and whatever we throw at you and accept it and shut the fuck up and be happy. Y'all got to sit back, take whatever racist threats, whatever racist rhetoric we throw at your community, be happy about it, continue to allow us to appropriate your culture and leech off of your culture without giving anything back to your culture and taking the resources we make off your culture back to our culture. While you sit there, shut the fuck up while we treat you like a second-class citizen. And if you don't, we can take it further. Unless you want to take it further. Oh, you talking about that war your homie was talking about. So if we don't sit back, take your disrespect, allow you to come culture vulture our culture, it's a war? This what y'all calling, homie. We don't fear nobody. Ain't no man breathing. It's not a man breathing on the planet. Whether he could whoop me or not, that can control what come out of my mouth, bro. Period. If you whoop me, I'm going to get up and I'm going to still say what the fuck I want to say. It ain't no controlling what I say, bro. Period. So you could kill that noise. You keep talking about this war, race war. The only one I hear itching for a race war is y'all. Only ones keep saying the word war is y'all. What blacks got on the internet and said, yeah, let's have a war. Y'all don't want no war. This is y'all attempting to intimidate us. That's what the fuck y'all doing. And it's not working. This is not how you address other grown men, bro. Oh, yeah, do what we say or else. Y'all got us fucked up. We're not under that 13 and all. We're not under none of that. We don't take them orders, bro. Shout out to Brutally Honest. You said we support you, black man, from Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to Birmingham, Alabama, man. We under this black flag. I mean, shout out the broad day shooter, one of my #1 trolls. You said you didn't police Whack when he said racist remarks. Once again, Whack 100 is not appropriating Hispanic culture and trying to make money off of y'all. What I see Whack 100 doing is actually working with Hispanics who have said racist things about blacks and helping them get money in their pocket. Wasn't he just with Ryan Garcia? Didn't Ryan Garcia have a crazy racist Twitter rant about black people not too long ago? Oh, y'all forgot about that. Y'all like to pick and choose. You want to cry about Whack and what he said because you didn't like it, But you didn't have nothing to say when Whack 100 was just with Ryan Garcia, getting him the most publicity he's had since he had the tank fight. He brought him with Blueface, put him with Krishan Rock. Once again, a Hispanic who deep down hates black people because he let it be known on Twitter how he really feels about us, comes to appropriate black culture. I didn't see him go with none of y'all Hispanic rappers. I didn't see him go with none of y'all Hispanic podcasters to go viral. Where did he come? He came to the niggas. And Whack was there. So what the fuck are you talking about? Nah, it ain't no picking and choosing over here, bro. If there was a black who was appropriating Hispanic culture and trying to be racist to y'all, I would be the first one to get on the internet and call him a goofy. I would be the first one to call him a goofy. And y'all keep bringing up Hellcat. None of y'all watched my video when I did the response. I said Hellcat was wrong in some of this she said, and I said old boy was wrong with some of this that he said. You know the only thing Hispanics heard? Me saying Hispanic was wrong. They didn't hear when I said, oh yeah, you know when Hellcat said this, she didn't have to say that. They didn't hear none of that shit. Oh, you sided with Hellcat. You know when I sided with Hellcat? When y'all didn't pay attention to me saying she was wrong when she said XYZ. Y'all still called me racist. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Hellcat didn't do nothing wrong then. The fuck am I sitting here trying to call it even for if y'all not going to call it even when I'm calling it even in your benefit? Fuck it then. She didn't do nothing wrong. W Hellcat. Shout out to 2097 Media. Love from Alabama. Shout out to you, bro. What is that, Tuscaloosa? Shout out to Tuscaloosa, man. Too black, too strong. Y'all know what's going on. But yeah, let's continue on with what he was talking about. He talking some bullshit.
The only way you're going to be able to do that, Damian Porter knows. Talk to Damian Porter. Damian Porter, I'm sure, could get to some OGs. And if you guys really want to involve these OGs in the buffoonery that goes on.
My husband used to ejaculate.
Bro, these motherfucking ads is crazy. Don't they know it's kids on YouTube? Fuck is you talking about premature? YouTube is out of control, bro. We got to talk about this.
Media, you know.
Okay, see what he's talking about? He's stuck in the past. He's stuck in the past. Oh, yeah, if you want to really talk about this, Damian Porter knows. Shout out to Damian Porter, too. He stood on full business. Shout out that black man over there. Too black, too strong. But I don't got to go through Damian Porter to say anything. I'm a grown man, my own man. I don't got to go through another man on planet Earth to express my views. We are not under your program. That's not how it works over here. That's how it works over there for y'all, maybe. But I don't got to go through anybody to voice my views and opinions. Didn't y'all just say everybody got a right to their opinion on the internet? But now you telling me I got to go through your people, your channels. No, I put the message out there. You give it to your people if you want to. That's for you to do. That ain't for me to hunt your fucking people down and talk to your shot callers. Nigga, we is not in prison, nigga. Excuse me, I ain't gonna call you a nigga. We is not in prison, homie. We're not behind the walls. Because that's what Marvelous told me. Don't talk about prison politics. We ain't in prison. So why are you up here talking about prison politics? Even though you gonna say in the same video, yeah, we can't really talk about that. Because y'all gonna be in trouble by y'all people. You notice my people ain't saying shit from the prison. They supporting me. They like, keep going. LB Hunter, 2-0. East side up, young. Oh, it's saying east side up, east sider. Much love. Too black, too strong. Black flagging. The Broad Street Bully. Good looking for another donation. You said Adam has past racist tweets and you didn't go hard at him like you did with Lucky. It's because Adam has some thing to offer you, selective politicking. Y'all don't follow the content. Before I ever stood foot on No Jumper, we was going hard at Adam. The videos are still up. I never took them down. We was going hard at Adam. We was going hard at No Jumper, calling all the BS out. And then they invited us through Flacco, and we interviewed Adam. And you know what happened when we interviewed Adam? Before I interviewed Adam, I put up a public post. I said, any question y'all want me to ask Adam, send them in, and I'm going to ask them. I said, anybody, anywhere, any question you have, send it in, and we going to ask him. Because I don't follow No Jumper the way y'all do. I don't know about his tweets. I don't follow Adam on Twitter. I wasn't watching No Jumper before I even started podcasting. I didn't even hear a No Jumper ever in my life till I started podcasting. Y'all been watching No Jumper for 10 years. We're different. I don't know everything that go on. I know the clips that go viral and what people send to me. Other than that, I'm not sitting there for 5 hours watching No Jumper, bro. I can't even do that. I'll lose brain cells. The fuck is you talking about? And when Adam does bullshit, I call Adam out. When we went on No Jumper the very first time ever in life, we called Adam out. When Loose Cannon called in, I called Adam out. Messiah called Adam out on the spot. You know what they told us? Y'all fucking up the content. The fans told us that. You probably was in the comments saying that too. Oh man, Viral, y'all trying to be too hard. Y'all trying to be too street. Y'all fucking up the content. Let it happen. Every time we went there. Y'all selective politic, bro. We ain't never had a problem calling Adam out for his bullshit. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Shout out to Klingdom Tea Time. Good looking for the donation. You said respect. Y'all always speak with substance on your pod. Your righteousness will be rewarded. Much love, much respect, bro. Definitely appreciate the support. But let's get back into what bro was saying. Y'all gonna stop with that. Oh, what about Adam? What about Adam? Adam don't run my world. He don't run my life. What he say don't make me, what he eat don't make me shit. And I don't take orders from Adam. Adam's not my boss. Adam does not employ me. Adam does not pay me. Adam does not control the Viral Way podcast. Sorry. I know that's the narrative y'all like to run. That's not it, bro. Shout out to Adam for calling y'all out, though. For sure. None of your business. Good looking for the donation. You said that's how many started following Viral due to him checking ish on No Jumper News. Him and his brother Messiah. Exactly. These are the same fans who was bigging us up when we did the first interview with Wack, talking about, oh man, they stood up to Wack. You see how the Viral Way checked Wack? They didn't back down. All of a sudden now, man, what about Wack, y'all? Like, see, they can't. They trying to find anything to pin on us, but they can't because we always side with the truth.
They got better things to do with their time and their life and you know, whatever they got going than to waste their time and their energy and their anything on the buffoonery that goes on social media, you know. But and what Marvelous said was true. If you guys start a gang war, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna
y'all listen, this your OG. This the OG. What he said is true. Y'all don't want them issues, and if y'all start that smoke, it's gonna be bad for y'all. That's what he just said. And I didn't ask you to send nothing to your OG. So what the fuck are you talking about, homie? I didn't ask you to send nothing to nobody in Pelican Bay or none of that. I was talking to the Hispanics that appropriate black culture, that rap, that do R&B, that done been on these podcasts that I'm not gonna name, but we all know it's our culture running the podcast and they benefited off of it. That's who I was asking to speak up. I didn't tell you to send nothing to your big homies and all that. Where the fuck is your mind going? See, y'all, these old people crazy. Hey, look, this is a prime example of generational curses. Following your elders ain't always wise. Follow the wise. Every elder is not wise. Every elder is not to be followed. Imagine he's somebody's parent or somebody's grandparent, and this is this type of that he teaching them. You're going to be lost in this motherfucking world following his advice. Because he don't even know what he's talking about. It's the blind leading the blind. Sometimes you got to go against the grain and be the black sheep of the family to break them generational curses. Because what the is he talking about? Yeah, why would we send this to the OGs on the yard about what's going on social media? What are you talking about? Shout out to Danny Clay 999. You said brothers need to join ICE and handle business legally and get paid. Man, a lot of us do need to get in law enforcement, bro. Because we could talk about how LAPD is 49.5% Hispanic and they be racist as fuck. And a lot of them be gang members. So we got to start changing the way we view things. We need judges. We need DAs. We need lawyers. We need police on the inside. We need people in the military. We need to map out a whole different game plan. But that's a whole nother combo for a whole nother day. Good looking Joey Lance for the donation. Shout out. Much love and support, broski. But we definitely, you notice how he keeps saying, Marvelous is right. Y'all don't want a war. But he tried to make it seem like I incited this war. The whole conversation, he keeps saying, Marvelous is right. Y'all black people don't want a war. Why do y'all keep bringing up war when we're talking about words on a podcast? This is called an intimidation tactic that's not gonna work. It's not. Save your threats, bro. Shout out to Scoop 2003. I'm calling for us to cease smoke for one another, boycott anything that has to do with all these anti-black podcasters and Hispanics. I second that. I want every gang war, every black gang war in the city of Los Angeles County, up to the valley, up to everywhere to cease. I'm only going to speak for the West. I can't speak for Chicago. I can't speak for New York, nobody. I'm going to speak for the city and the county of Los Angeles. Y'all see what's going on. It's no reason we should be at odds. We need to do whatever we got to do to nullify that for right now. And we could come back to it at a later date and figure out how to squash the shit permanently. But right now, we need to be on one accord, homie. Because they thinking we just nobody. They looking at us like we ain't shit. You hear what they keep saying? It's only 7% of y'all. Y'all don't want, that's how they thinking. Y'all niggas better wake up. And the more y'all keep taking out, the weaker y'all making us. Really think, oh, I got a trophy. I got a trophy. That's what you want, right? You want to go catch a reputable. Well, guess what? When this race war kick off, you're going to need that reputable. Why are you taking out all the reputables? Who we going to be left with? The bitch niggas? Really? Like, y'all not thinking about that? Really start thinking, bro. You're trying to take out the reputable from over there. The reputable from over there trying to take out the reputable from here. If we ain't got no reputables left, who is here to stand on the front line to protect the women and the kids? The bitch niggas? Y'all better wake the fuck up, black people. It's real shit going on in the world. And they're going to try to make it seem like I'm the one creating it. All they had to do was say, look, we don't agree with what Lucky said. We fuck with black people. We're not standing behind what he said. This whole situation would have been done. But the fact that they cannot go against their own people for nothing, especially not us, that's why it keeps going on. And it's not even like they could have even just not said nothing. And we would have been like, damn, okay, no response is a response. We got you. Boom, it's over with. But the fact that they keep responding and trying to water down what he said lets you know they're in agreement with what he said. And they won't go against their people for you, bro. So while all y'all goofy ass niggas on these podcasts going against us when we standing on the front line for y'all included, y'all need to look in the mirror. Y'all jumping out there. Oh man, VIIRAL tripping. And I don't think that was racist. I mean, you know, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, when you look at their people, they're not going against what he said. Why the fuck you going against what we said? Y'all making us look weak. It's crazy. Too black, too strong, man. Fly guy 1827. Good looking for the donation. You said, bro, them essays for years kept acting like they are tough, but when it hits the fan, they are the ones signing for peace. Man, come on, I'm from Long Beach, bro. I know what the going on. I know what's going on, but yeah, man, we almost through it, y'all.
Gonna be bad for both sides because lives are gonna be lost on both sides, you know.
So you telling me lives are going to be lost because your people got in front of a camera and said something racist about our people, and we stood up and said we're not accepting that. Now lives get lost? Where's your mind at? It sounds like you got a deep hatred for niggas and you was just waiting for a reason. That's what it sounds like to me. Shout out to None of Your Biz for the donation. You said maybe start with 1 million black man live stream. Start 1K and up, 1K and up at each month. Y'all can do it. Get different dialogues, mute mics. But man, I'm with that, bro. Because he talking about lives being lost when this shit started from a Hispanic gang member. I don't care if he Russian, he rep a Hispanic gang, saying black people basically. That's basically what he said. That's how I'm taking it. He said African booty scratchers. And oh man, if you were to date a black person, I'd be let down. And all like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you that insecure? You worried about us running off with your women? Nigga, we got our own women. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Me, I don't care because I'm already lived my life. But there's a lot of young people that are going to get involved, that are going to get hurt, may get killed on both sides.
What is he talking about?
None of us want that. I don't know about Viral Way, but I know Damian Porter has a better head on his shoulders. And
bro,
when he's not.
What do you mean you don't know about Viral Way? Bro, the head on your shoulders ain't right. You don't got a good head on your shoulders. You probably twice my age, and my head is twice what it is on my shoulders than it is on yours, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You on the internet at your age saying gang war and killings and kids getting hurt behind some racist shit your people said on the podcast. Where the fuck is your head? Because that's not smart. That's not smart at all.
You get that, man? Right.
And the divide and conquer tactics don't work. You try to big up one black while talking down on another. No. Two black, two strong. One band, one sound. You out one of us, you outed us all. All of that. Yeah, Damian Porter, he got a good head on his shoulder, but I don't know about Viral Way. Trying to separate us. No, bro. That shit's not working, gang. Knock that off.
Riled up, you better not be in arm's length like he says, because I'm sure, you know.
Here he go, trying to glaze Damian. Shout out to Damian Porter too. No disrespect to you, homie. I'm just speaking on what he's doing. He's trying to appease Damian while making it look like I'm out here rogue, making it bad for the blacks. So Damian can come holler at me and check me possibly. That's what he's trying to do right now. Yeah, you heard what Damian said. Don't be in arm's reach because, yeah, Damian looked like he'll put you down. And come on, bro. That shit might work in the pink eye with your people. That shit don't work, bro. Knock it the fuck off. Knock it off, bro. I'm catching all of that.
You're going to get an issue, you know? But when you catch them in...
I'm not ducking no super chat, bro. The comments moving fast. I'm going to scroll up and find your super chat right now. Let me scroll up. The comments is going real fast, and I'm going back and forth from the video to the comments. So if you sent the super chat and I missed it, notify me, and I'll scroll up and go get it. But I don't see your super chat, bro. So what did you say? Because I don't see it. I just scrolled up. Okay, here we go. Good looking for the donation. You said, didn't you go down for the robbery of another black man? No, I did not. See, there you, I'm glad you watched the content. I am glad you watched the content. No, I didn't go down for robbing another black man. That is false. But thank you for watching the content and listening to my stories about my life and my experiences and what I've been through. But no, I didn't go down for robbing another black man. And let's just say that I did. I was a teen. I'm a grown man now with a family. Ain't been to prison in a long time. Got a different mindset. Been around the world, different experiences. I'm not going to allow you to hold me to the standard of where I was at with an underdeveloped brain in the streets being reckless with no guidance. No, that shit don't work, bro. You bringing up the past. We talking about the present today. Fuck is you talking about? So yeah, I found your super chat, bro. Good looking though. You can keep sending them. I'm gonna keep answering. Shout out to Troy God. You said taking no disrespect. Much love from Los Angeles. Facts. I want everybody in the chat to realize this whole conversation is happening because they refuse to show us basic respect. That's just it. That's literally the only thing I said is, hey, homie, that shit was disrespectful. Can y'all holler at y'all people, the ones that fuck with us? If not, then just stay over there with your people. Because if y'all really trying to keep this black and brown thing going, because I know for a fact, when y'all feel disrespected, y'all use y'all platforms. And y'all come to our platforms to tell us how disrespected y'all are, right? Y'all remember when Tyga made the song and he had the sombrero? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers act like he said F Mexicans and he was making a song bigging them up. They acted like, bro, he made a Hispanic sounding song, flipped it with rap music, put a sombrero on, and they went crazy. So imagine how we feel when y'all doing our entire culture while saying F us. He made a song. He made a song that had a little salsa to it, and y'all went crazy. What are we talking about, bro? Shout out to Fly Guy, 1827. You said essays forgot that when it pops off there, it'll pop off in other states. Them essays was on a tight leash. And that's all I'm saying, bro. No, they keep talking this war talk like there's more blacks in the United States than Hispanics. Yes, there are more Hispanics in California because the border's here. But the world is bigger than just California. And y'all the only ones that keep talking about war. You done said it about 50 times. Shout out to Paper Chaser. Thank looking for the support, broski. You said LA blacks always try to take the high road in peace treaty with Mexicans, but be ready to trip out on your own race over a sports hat. Us blacks in the South be disappointed, keep standing on business viral. That's a fact, bro. When you know better, you should do better. And a lot of us are old enough to know better. A lot of us is old enough to know better, bro. Some of us are stuck with Arrested Development. They had a traumatic event at 15 and they 35 now, but they mentally still 15. That's another story. But if you know better, do better. Is all I'm saying. Straight up. But notice he's still making threats.
In a calm state of mind, the man's smart. He knows what he's saying. We have a problem with racism on social media. Not only with my people, with your guys' people too.
I'm gonna keep it real. Blacks can't be racist. Blacks can't be racist. I'm saying it and I'm standing on that. We don't make laws. We don't control the money. We don't control the military. We can't stop one Hispanic from getting a job. But you know, a lot of Hispanics can stop a lot of blacks from getting jobs. A lot of Hispanics done got a lot of blacks fired. There's a lawsuit going on right now. Literally, as I'm talking, it's a lawsuit that's either going on or just got settled right now about Hispanic racism on the job. If you ever been to a temp agency, you know if you was black and it was running by Hispanics, you probably wasn't getting a job that day. And the same time they told you it was no jobs, their cousin came in and got the job. That's another story. That's racism. When you can use a system to oppress other people. We don't have a system to oppress nobody. So how could we be racist? If I say I don't like Hispanics, what could I realistically do to oppress your people? I can't throw you in jail. I can't deport you. Can't stop you from getting a job. Can't stop you from getting a bank loan. Can't stop you from buying a house. But there are cases and cases and cases of Hispanics doing that to blacks. So what are you talking about, homie? The broad day shooter. Good looking for the support, bro. You said we should hold 15-year-old P-Face accountable for his actions, but we should excuse you because you was young, picking and choosing. Correction. I said we should not allow P-Face to rap. He can try to rap if he wants to. I said the black community should show him zero support. He should be unwelcome in the rap community, and he should feel unwelcome. One, he's still from the same, well, he ain't from the same gang. He acted like he committed suicide and he hood hopped. So you defending the hood hopper. Anyways, he's still under the South Side Code, which is anti-black, which we all know. Let's stop pretending. So yes, he said F-N words when he was like 15, 16, 14, whatever. He never stopped being from that gang though. So that ideology never stopped. He's still beefing with blacks out there, and I'm pretty sure he's still saying F us. I'm pretty sure. So that's why I said, nah. It's not like he dropped out the gang and was sincere. No, he wants to get motion and rap. He want to get some money, and he want to get cracking off our culture while hating us. No, don't accept them. That's what I said. Ain't no picking and choosing. But yeah, let's move on. Like I said, the day you showed me a black doing mariachi music while saying derogatory names towards Mexicans, we can have this conversation. But you ain't never seen that, and you're never going to.
You guys don't like it, and neither do we. You see how you feel, Viral Wayne? That's how we feel. But we hold our mud, you know?
Y'all hold y'all mud. Bro, y'all tried to damn near start World War III because Tyga made a song and wore a sombrero. Did we forget about that? Y'all stormed No Jumper 50 deep because of something that happened on the internet. Did y'all forget about that? Hold your mud where? Show me where a black showed up to somebody's studio 100 deep. 100 deep over some internet. Even though it's a lot of internet, we should have showed up 100 deep for and still didn't. And still forgave motherfuckers. Even though I'm tired of people forgiving motherfuckers. So what are you talking about, hold y'all mud, bro? Y'all be the first ones to flip out when it's something you don't like. Y'all the first ones, bro. Knock it off. Y'all flipping out right now just because I said, hey, bro, if y'all fuck with us like y'all say y'all do, why y'all gotta be racist? Oh, we can't be racist to y'all. You're racist. That's holding your mud? What are you talking about, bro?
We do what we do. You know, when you guys know how things work. If you don't, I'm not going to explain it here on social media. But you guys got, it's Viral Way, especially you, man. You could talk about whatever you want in your podcast. Nobody can tell you what to talk about. All it is being advice to you to tone it down and don't take it.
Hold on, y'all. He said they hold their shit. First of all, you can't tell me to tone down nothing, bro. I'm a grown-ass man. I got kids. You got me fucked up, period. Knock that shit off. Tell that to your people. Shout out to Scoop 2003. Racism to them is giving them pushback for their disrespect. Exactly, makes literally no sense. Hold on. He said they hold their mud, right? Y'all tell me what this is.
Now let's get down to Tyga. Tyga, dog, you just lost your pass, my dog. Like, there's no passes, my dog. That pass is revoked, homie, you know? Like, we holding you accountable to every extent of the motherfucking
Were you
word.
cool with Go Loco?
I was all right with it, you know what I'm saying? But let me continue real quick. Don't interrupt me real quick. So, Tyga, the pass is up, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, God bless you, man. I wish you the best. But you got to pick and choose your battles wisely, too, my dog, because there's a lot of merit behind the people you're speaking on. And there's a lot of pride behind the people you fucking with, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wish you the best, my dog, but I also wish you not to cross paths with me or none of my people, brother. Honestly, God bless you on your ventures, dog, and I hope you learn from this shit, boy.
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right?
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy CNG. Tyga, what's up with you, dog? Tyga, what's up with you, my boy? What's up with these people trying to capitalize off the Mexicans, but ain't showing love to no Mexicans? What's up with y'all? Why ain't y'all put a Mexican on your shit? Y'all trying to show love, right? Where the love at when we needed the love with the vendors? Where the love when we needed the love when the kids were stuck in the cages? I don't see y'all. I don't see y'all out here. Where the love for the Mexicans at? Y'all want to fuck with our culture, right? Where the love at? Show some love to the Mexicans. Hey, yo, what's poppin'? It's your voice. Yo.
Well, ain't that something? Ain't that something? You got a Mexican telling Tyga to show love to Mexican culture and give back because he's appropriating a culture. All the while, he's appropriating our culture in the video, calling out a black man, appropriating his. He got a taper. That's black shit. Hispanics didn't have tapers when we was growing up. They had bald heads, or they had the head full of hair with the hair net over the top of that. They didn't rock tapers with lineups. That's black culture. They didn't really rock fitted caps like that. We made fitted caps cool. Bro, everything about him was black, from the way he talked to the way he looked to the way he dressed. But he's calling out a black man crying about Tyga not putting a Hispanic on a song because he made a song called Go Loco, Go Loco, Go Loco. Well, and I'm out of pocket for calling out somebody saying racist shit? I thought you just said y'all hold y'all mud. Why are you mad that Tyga did a song but didn't put y'all on? Look, bro.
What's poppin'? It's your boy CNG. Tyga, what's up with you, dog? Tyga, what's up with you, my boy? What's up with these people trying to capitalize off the Mexicans but ain't showing love to no Mexicans?
What's up with the Mexicans trying to capitalize off the blacks but being racist towards blacks? What's up with that? Tyga didn't say nothing bad about a Mexican. He made a song thinking he was bigging y'all up, trying to give y'all a bop. Go Loco. Okay, yeah, the Mexicans, they can dance to this. Oh, man, you didn't put us on the song? Your pass is revoked, homie. It's crazy, bro. The fucking hypocrisy is disgusting.
There. Why? Because it's not worth it, number one. Why? Because that would mean you guys do it too. You take care of your people first before we take care of ours. When we see your people getting taken care of, and I mentioned a few on my previous video, especially the old man Bam Bam, who's always asking for beer. That fool comes out with more racist shit. Half of what he yammers on about is racist, you know? So
it sounds so clean. It's insane.
And for the record, Tyga apologized. I don't know why the fuck he did. I don't know who the fuck was in this corner. But let's get that understood. Tyga apologized. Mind you, he did nothing wrong. But Tyga apologized. You see that? Tyga apology. No jumper. Hold on.
So I can't say like what I'm Mexican, so I can't say like what Mexicans are offended by and not. You know what I'm saying? But I know like I had no intentions on offending anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Right. So for one, like I want to apologize to like the Mexican community and like my fans that are Mexican. Like I have a lot of Latin fans. I definitely didn't have any intentions to like offend anybody. That's why I want people to know. And you know, if people are offended, I really apologize. That's why I really wanted to sit with you, because I'm like, it's important to me, especially like my Mexican fan base. Like I do a show, 50% of the crowd in California on the West Coast is Mexican, and those are my fans. So if anything, I'm hurt if they're hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That's a black man. He had no reason in the world to apologize because he did nothing wrong. But y'all cried so much and made it seem like he was being racist and appropriating your culture and stealing from y'all. Even though he's doing rap music, which is black culture, he still took it upon himself as a man to go, you know what? Y'all support me. If I made y'all feel any type of way, I apologize. That wasn't my intention, homie. I apologize. I rock with y'all. I thought I was doing something good for y'all. If that offended y'all, I apologize. He didn't even do nothing wrong. Your people doing wrong and refusing to apologize and threatening war behind it. What the fuck is wrong with y'all brains? What is wrong with y'all minds, bro? Shout out to school for the donation. You said they forgot we don't fall under the Raza. You can tell us to do nothing. On God in heaven, can't tell us to do a motherfucking thing. Because if I was Tiger, I would have made a remix. I would have made a remix and put every black on it. I would have learned Spanish to speak Spanish on that remix. Fuck is y'all talking about, man? Shout out to Urban Politician for the donation. Salute, bro. Identity crisis, envy, hate. That's just all this is. That's literally all this is. Straight up. It's envy. I'm calling it what it is. It's hate and it's envy. Let me end this fucking ad.
I could go on. I could name a bunch of names, but it's ridiculous, you know. They say what they say because they feel that's how they feel. Maybe homie said what he said because that's how he feels. He has a right to feel the way he feels, whether you like it or not. You know, if you guys were in the same space, you have a problem with it and you could deal with it. But all this barking on the internet and everything, you guys got to chill with all that.
Okay, cool. Spody Face is trying to be in the same space with Lucky from Hoodstocks. Spody Face is trying to be in the same space to do something about it with Lucky from Hoodstocks. So everything that you saying we should be doing, he's trying to do. So why don't you, as an elder, make that happen then? Because you keep throwing it out there like, man, y'all need to get in the space and just do something. Okay. One of the representatives from our community stepped up and said, hey, no kids need to get hurt. No gangs need to get involved. You a man, I'm a man. You rep your culture, I rep my culture. My culture feel disrespected. I'm going to jump up there and hold the flag for my culture, hold the flag for yours. Let's settle it like men. All I'm saying.
You don't have to. You could keep on making yourselves look desperate and, you know, getting all excited over something that we've been dealing with you guys for the longest, you know?
What the fuck you been dealing with us for the longest? Wait, hold on. We look desperate by saying, hey, bro, that racist shit, that shit out. We're not tolerating that. And if you want to be racist, go be racist in your culture and get the fuck out of ours. That's desperate? No, desperate is calling a fucking Million Man March because Tiger did a song called Go Loco and no Hispanic was on it and telling him his hood passes revoked. That's desperate. That's desperate. We've been dealing with this for y'all for dealing with what? Dealing with what, bro? Y'all saying the racist shit, not us. What are you talking about?
But anyways, I just wanted to make clear, you know, we know Damian Porter, we know you guys ain't scared. You guys ain't scared of shit. Neither are we. You ain't afraid of dying for our people. Neither are we. That's
here you go with the Killer Magilla gorilla dying, killing. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? We're talking about, bro, you ain't no different, homie. You ain't no different, bro. You ain't no different. You the same, just packaged different. Talked a whole bunch of nothing, and then still the same shit, bro.
not going to get us nowhere. We got to live so we could teach our people. You understand? Not teach them how to throw away their lives over something that somebody says or feels, because otherwise you're going to be unaliving people for the rest of your days.
Bro, the only one who offered their people to throw away their lives over words on the internet was you and your people. Your people came on the podcast and said, y'all don't want a war. Not my people. Your people did that. Your people insinuated that your people was ready to unalive people over words on the internet. Not my people. My people came in response to that and still was being noble and said, let's have a good old-fashioned fisticuffs, and I'm going to put money in your pocket. I just want to put hands and feet on you for the disrespect. I'm going to pay you to put hands and feet on you. So we still being noble. Shout out to school for the donation. Y'all saying we preach hate. I ain't never seen you ever hold Joe Raza accountable, ever. Never. They will play the victim forever. They're going to play the victim forever.
You know, racism is nothing new. It's the same disease that's been infecting people since the beginning. Since tribes were going against tribes, you know? And I'm not talking about African tribes. I'm talking about Aztec tribes, you know? Who you guys say are blacks, you know? You guys...
Look, you see that little shot? I ain't talking about the Africans. I'm talking about the Aztecs who y'all say are black.
They're the Aztecs, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna get in a belief debate here or anything like that. You know, you guys believe what you believe. Nevertheless, as far as Lucky is concerned, if he wants to apologize, he can apologize.
Oh, you don't want to.
If your boys want to apologize, they can apologize. That would be nice. I'd appreciate that. I'd look highly upon him after today, or after any day that any of those races.
Nothing else he said is even worth listening to. So now he ended that whole monologue by denouncing black people having anything to do with the Mexican lineage. Like all of that, the Afro, Latinos, he didn't acknowledge none of that. Yeah, y'all say so, but whatever. So y'all don't got a whole town of blacks over there that speak Spanish? That y'all be racist to over there in Mexico? But I'm the racist. You still can't find one thing racist that I ever said. Look, Viral Way is crying again. No, it sounds like y'all crying. That's what it sounds like. Y'all doing a lot of fucking crying. When all you got to do is say, hey, we back what he said. Fuck y'all. That's all you had to say. Listen, homie. Yeah, what he said was disrespectful, but so what? We agree with it. Fuck y'all. That's all y'all had to say. Straight up. Y'all, this is crazy. These motherfuckers is crazy, bro. And hold on, let me go to the live with dude. Just in case y'all didn't see the live yesterday. Just in case y'all didn't see the live, I'm gonna play the video. This is where it all stemmed from. Why they trying to make it seem like I'm the reason this is going on. He tried to run a whole smear campaign like I brought the word go to war up. I'm gonna show y'all where it started. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Get y'all up to date. Gotta be slicker. But they had Black American influence because that's where they were raised.
The Jamaican
so
even.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Hold on, let me skip that ass. Mind you, he was disrespectful this whole live. He came on and told us he could tell us more about Black history than us being Black. He came on here and told us Hispanics helped start hip hop, or they damn near started hip hop. He came on here and told us, oh, Hispanics was the first enslaved race on the planet Earth. Like it was just a bunch of fucking foolishness.
Check it out, VIIRAL. Check it out. Let me say this one thing, because I gotta start my show. But let me say one thing, bro. Let me say one thing. This isn't something that you started. This is both of our stories of captivity that we're expressing through music and dance. So you can't go claim the fame as a single segment group, bro. You can't.
Now listen, he's telling us Black people can't claim the fame to hip hop, even though they created it, because we like it and we relate to y'all struggle. So y'all can't claim the fame. Fucking bananas. But that ain't the part I was looking for.
Do that.
It's not.
What are you talking? Of course I do. Of course I do.
I heard a lot of derogatory, racist words.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Tell me what
That's what this has to deal with. What this has to deal with is a Russian dude disrespecting you guys and using the words from a movie. A movie that was put out. That's what it has to deal with. You deal with that person as a man. You deal with that person as a man, not a whole neighborhood, homie. You don't want that war. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? Bingo. Got him. He said, deal with that person as a man. Okay, Spody Face called him out as a man. So let's see where that go. He said the word war. Look, that's where it started, right there. Nothing to do with Viral Way. Nothing to do with Mr. Viral. Not one black. It's 3 blacks on the panel. Not one of these 3 blacks on this panel mentioned the word war. This emotional Hispanic came up and mentioned the word war once the facts started hitting them too hard. Shout out to School 2003. You said if we were racist, you be getting attacked for living in our communities like you do us. Facts. Show me an article where blacks firebomb civilians in the neighborhoods. Don't exist. Don't exist. I could pull up a lot that the Hispanics did, but that's where it started from. War, bro. What
I'm
war?
saying because you're calling out all the Southsiders, homie. You're disrespecting the whole.
Mind you, the Southsiders told me he's not even a Southsider. He's not even good with the Southsiders. And they said he's a chomo.
Car, don't do that.
War, bro. We're not the only blacks in the world, bro.
I'm not saying that. But you don't want to do that, bro. You don't want to do that.
Tell me what
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You can't tell me. See, you doubling down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to do that. Tell me what I want to do. I want to do exactly what I'm doing and speaking up for my people. The same way y'all speak up for
then
y'all.
Speak up for your people. Then teach them then.
So
then teach them. Because I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing.
But mind you, I'm still being calm, still being collective, still being respectful. A lot of people in my position, they would have flew off the handle when he made that threat. I'm still being cool, calm, and collective. I'm still willing to have the conversation.
Yeah.
It's a fucking movie link. It was a movie reference. Where in that conversation did he reference the movie?
What did he say?
You know what he said. You
okay? Where did he get that line from?
I can't tell you because he never referenced the movie in that convo.
He doesn't have to reference the movie, but he heard it from somewhere, right?
I don't give a fuck where he heard it from.
The bottom line. Listen, Viral.
Racist. Listen, I heard a lot of derogatory, racist words.
I did too.
Towards the Mexican community in movies. That don't mean I'm gonna get on my podcast and say them and say, "Well, I heard that in a fucking movie."
Okay, then address that man and his podcast, not a neighborhood.
I addressed the man. I addressed his podcast. Y'all brought the neighborhoods into it. Shout out to MF Dark for the donation. Good looking for the support. You said, Viral, you got to do a one-on-one with Marvin. Get him out of here. He tried to come in on some bully shit. Fuck out of here. He can't quit Viral Way. The Viral gang. Smoke his boots. I told him he's welcome to come up. We can have a one-on-one conversation, but that trying to intimidate another grown man, like what is? Oh my God. These I don't know what they think, bro.
Not a neighborhood.
No, I'm addressing that whole culture because that whole culture is trying to get involved in our culture while saying we don't fuck with your culture. So why are you trying to be a part of us?
So then you're the racist then.
For years, nearly every solution for erectile dysfunction is focused on one thing.
Yo,
blood flow.
That was crazy. And he's supposed to teach our culture?
You don't fuck with our culture, right? That's what you just said.
What? Tell me where
Didn't you just say that?
Tell me where I said that.
Right now, you just said, repeat what you said.
I said
that you don't fuck with our culture.
That whole South Side thing where she said, I can't date a black because it's against the rules. That culture wants to rap. That culture gets on our podcast. That culture gets cosigns from our rappers to make money and be a part of our culture. And we welcomed y'all with open arms. But
who's we? Who's we?
Who we? Anybody?
Who's we, homie? You're not the one making a deal. You're not the one signing. You're not a producer. Who are you?
I don't give a fuck. If you black, I'm black. So it's a part of my
You're
language.
not even black. So what are you talking about? Why don't you learn the definition of the word that?
Now look, he's telling me I don't have a right to say rap music is our culture because I didn't individually create it. So if that's the case, any race on the planet can take claim to mariachi music because you didn't create it. You didn't single-handedly create it. So you telling me anything on this earth that came from Mexican culture that y'all created, which I can't name much, but what y'all created, anybody can take claim to that? Because the person who individually created it is the only person who can take claim to it? These are the same people who just got mad at Tyga for making a song called Go Loco, a rap song, but didn't put a Hispanic on it. And they're gonna say I'm the problem.
You're using, fool, you're brown.
I know the word. I already said it earlier in the show. Yeah, it means dead and not a human and all that.
Okay, look.
Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all where the threat talk started. It wasn't from me. Never brought it up. I'm gonna say this. Shout out to the Hispanic community that is not racist. Shout out to the Mexican community that's not racist. If you are racist, get the fuck out our culture, stay the fuck out of our business, stay with your culture and your business. Why do you want to be involved with people that you so-called hate? If I hate someone, I don't want to be around them. I don't follow what they do on social media. I don't make troll pages to troll them. I don't keep up with their day-to-day. They don't exist to me. I stay in my own world. So, like I said, this ain't to everybody. This isn't a blanket statement to your entire race, nationality, creed, and all of that. This is to the specific ones who have that sick mentality, that outdated mentality. That shit is over with. That shit is long gone. You look at the young Hispanic gangbangers of today, they damn near act and look more black than the fucking blacks. From the haircuts to the lingo to the way they dress. You name it. You got the older generation Hispanics mad at the younger generations because they acting so much like blacks. That means it's time to let that racist bullshit go. It's over, bro. It didn't do nothing for you. It's over with. The real enemy, you're not a part of that class, bro. That elite class that y'all think, because, if I identify as them, I'm a part of that. You're not. You're not. If you're not a part of the 1% that govern and run this world, you being racist, you're an idiot, period. You're an idiot. Anybody. But that don't mean turn the other cheek, and that don't mean let someone abuse you. Not saying that. But if you're not a part of that 1%, the ones that control the wars, y'all not seeing what's going on? Didn't they just say the Epstein file deadline was Friday? What's today? Today is Wednesday. All of a sudden, we talking about a war with Venezuela. I just saw the U.S. just go hijack a Venezuelan oil rig off the shore, off the coast. They talking about, it's drugs, it's drugs. Whole time, we want that motherfucking oil over there. And y'all sitting here talking about the color of somebody's skin? And y'all better wake the fuck up and see what's going on in the real world. And to all the racist Hispanics in my comments telling me y'all run California, when y'all run ICE out of California, y'all can holler at me and tell me you run Cali. Last time I checked, when ICE show up, you get the running. So stop telling me about how you run California. When y'all can stop y'all people getting thrown in jail, then you can tell me you run California. But if the police can come lock you up at will whenever they feel like it, when they can come deport your people with no consequences, whenever they feel like it, you don't run a motherfucking thing but your mouth. Straight up. Shout out to school for the donation. If our culture wasn't profitable, they wouldn't want to claim it. That is an absolute fact. Most profitable culture in the world. So all of that, we run this, we run that. Bro, you are under the same foot, bro. You under the same foot and thumb from that 1% as everybody else. You don't run a motherfucking thing. You don't run shit. How the fuck are you proud to say I run a jail? Nigga, you're incarcerated against your will. You're in captivity. You're a prisoner. You proud to run that? You can have that on Jesus Christ. You can have it. I like catching flights. I like being on fly islands. I like being on exotic islands, resorts, riding ATVs through foreign countries. Fucking when the sunset come up over the balcony, hitting the doggy style. That's the shit I like. I like the free world. Give a fuck about running no prison. Niggas, you crazy? Fuck is wrong with y'all? Shout out to I Don't Play Games. Didn't they ask us for help earlier this year? On Jesus Christ. Was just mad at blacks because we wouldn't stand up with you for ICE, even though a lot of blacks still went out there, and it's the thanks we get. Motherfuckers telling, oh, black, y'all next, y'all next. Next. Man, all right. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is motherfucking crazy. Straight up. Niggas want to tell me we run prison. What? You, bro, you get told when to eat. You get told when to sleep. You get told when you can shit. You got to spread your ass cheeks anytime you move around. Who the fuck wants to run that? You're walking in circles on a yard with a fence. Free all the real ones too. I know how it feels, bro. You're in a cell where you can do this and touch both of the walls. Why is that something you want to run? Nigga, I don't want to run that. The fuck is you talking about? They're running the free world. They're running the actual laws. Like when you go to the gas pump, they run the price, how much you pay that day. When you go to the grocery store, the grocery shop, they set the price. The fuck is you talking about? What do you run? You run the stock market? No. You run the real estate market? No. What do you make the laws? No. What is y'all talking about? But yeah, man. Y'all go check out episode 223 that just dropped. It's fire. We got the best content in the game. We don't just talk about race. We cover everything. We cover politics. We cover conspiracies, conspiracy theories. We cover current events. We cover music. We cover acting. We cover any topic under the sun. Y'all know we got the most variety as far as a podcast, I will say, in the game, not just the West Coast, in the game. We can cover from A to Z. Y'all want to talk about what's going on in the political world? Let's do it. You want to talk about what's going on in the streets? Let's do it. But we don't even talk street talk. We don't talk gang talk. We don't talk gang politics, hood politics, nothing. But I do stand up for my people and I do rep this blackness straight up. One band, one sound. And deeper than that, on a human level, when y'all wake up and start to realize what divide and conquer is, your dummies will wake up. You'll stop saying, oh, I'm a leftist, I'm a rightist. Two sides, same coin. Two wings, one bird. You'll wake up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I got an early morning, so I'm finna go upstairs. You feel me? I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go rub on some ass. I'm gonna go rub on some titties. I'm gonna go do what y'all need to be doing, enjoying y'all life in the free world, getting your sucked on demand. Because that's what I do. Go home to a hot dinner, a soft body to lay neck. Like, yeah, the free world, bro. The fuck I want to run a prison for, man. Is y'all don't get the fuck up out of here. Niggas brag about run, man. Man, I'm out of here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Free all the real ones behind the wall, man. VIIIRAL way or no way. Bang. I'm gone.